Because I mean, really nothing's forever, so you gotta enjoy it while it's here, while you're here. What's up? I'm the Empathetic Chicken, and this is going to be a collective oracle card reading. I'm going to be using my deck, Chicken Transition Oracle. I have links for that if you want to buy it and all that. And then the other deck is Postcards from Liminal Space. I don't think it's like in circulation no more. Sorry. Anyway, we're going to get to it. B wants to say, hey! What you want, man? Alright, I think we're good. So for our theme, we got appreciation and same but different. For our obstacle, we got transition and the dream always comes disguised as the nightmare. For our focus, we have interdependent and yes. And then for encouragement, we have cycles and glitch. So let me start at the beginning with appreciation and same but different. So I don't know, I'm feeling like we're at a point where we should be appreciative of the things that we have. Like, I don't know. This feels like very specific to my own life right now, which is kind of tripping me up because it feels like a reading for me, but I don't want to make it about me, but I kind of do because it seems like the only thing that's coming to mind right now is my own personal stuff. So I'm gonna just go with it and see what happens, and if it's like not, I mean, if it's like too personal, maybe I won't even post it, so it's fine. But yeah, with appreciation and same but different, it's just making me think about how I'm really learning to like appreciate the things in my life, like kind of like the people, like specifically my dad, because like he's been really sick for the past like 3 years, I don't even know how many years, like, but it's just went downhill ever since, because he has like a number of health issues, like congestive heart failure, kidney failure, diabetes, and all that. So I mean, it's not looking good, man. So I don't know, like, we haven't always had the best relationship, but I'm learning to appreciate like what we do have, because really I mean, I don't know, I know people are like different, but I think at the heart of like things we're kind of the same. Like it's that weird contradictory thing. It's like I can see where he just wants to like be accepted how he is, even if it like makes other people mad. Like, I don't know, like we all want to be accepted for who we are, like even if people don't always like who we are. So I'm just kind of learning to appreciate the time I have with them, like even if it's not like an ideal. So, and then like even with like my time with my chickens, like I don't get to see them as much. I mean, I take care of them, don't worry, but like I only see them like once a week, and so it's really just like nice to come visit them and just like appreciate stuff more than maybe I used to. Because I mean, really nothing's forever, so you gotta enjoy it while it's here, while you're here. I think our current energy is surrounding just recognizing what we have and just being like feeling like it's enough, even if it feels like it's not. Because I know with me, I've worried about like my dad passing and everything, so it's just kind of like, it sucks, but I guess just cherishing the time that's left is what I can really do. Like, that's all I can do, really, because I mean, stuff is just like temporary. Yeah, just like offering what you have. And for me, it's just like time. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot of time, but like the time that I do have, I'm like using it to like support my dad, because I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of friends. He doesn't have any friends really, and most of the people that he knew are already passed on. So I mean, I just try to put myself in his shoes and think about how it must feel to not have like anybody that you were close to kind of support you through like a tough time. And so I don't know, that's really all I can offer, is just being supportive and appreciating him, even if he's not like the perfect dad or like the perfect person. I mean, I know I get irritated with him a lot because he doesn't want to like follow the doctor's directions and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's his life, and like I think people should be in charge of their own lives. So I mean, I can't let my attachment to him like make him, like, I can't control, like, let my fear like control him, if that makes sense. Dang, when y'all done stank and it freaking is lingering. I'm sorry, yo. I don't know. I'll move on though. So yeah, our obstacle, excuse me, is transition, and the dream always comes disguised as a nightmare. So the transition still ties into like my dad, because I'm so worried about like losing him, and I don't want to face that. But I mean, I know everything has an end, like, but it's not an easy like thing to face when it's like somebody you care about. I mean, it's horrible. Like, you should care when anybody goes, but like if you don't know them, it's kind of hard to feel that connection, you know. Indeed. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like we have trouble letting things go, and we don't see how like holding on to those like prevents other things from coming through. Like, things won't always be hard, is pretty much what I'm thinking. I mean, the event of like losing someone will be, probably, like, I mean, unless you just like live, like have a different understanding of death, like, and you've just been conditioned to not feel like sad about it, then I mean, it's probably, it might not be that hard, but I mean, I still think there's a part of us that will like miss things that are outdated, or like, not outdated, like, he ain't a freaking moldy cheese or nothing, but like anytime we like let something go, it's kind of like that familiarity goes with it, and it's just kind of like, it sucks. So it's hard to see past that, like, in the midst of it, but I mean, once it's done, things do like carry on. They might not be the same, but there is like something after. And then like there's also the relief of like not having to worry about like the person anymore. I mean, that sounds like they're a burden, but I mean, it's not like that. It's just like when you know that like something's coming to an end, like the dread of it is like a lot to carry. So when it's done, like, you kind of just have like this release. Well, I mean, I'm acting like I know, because I ain't ever lost nobody like close to me. I mean, besides pets, but I mean, that's hard, but I've never experienced like the loss of a loved one or anything like that directly, as my family is not very like large. I mean, it could be, but I don't know none of them. So it's just like the first like major loss that I will experience probably. So yeah, it's hard to fathom that like something so horrible could bring anything else like after, but there is the relief of knowing that that person isn't like suffering anymore, and like you don't have to constantly worry like when it's gonna happen, if they're gonna get better or worse. Like it's done. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this reading. I think another thing to point out is like, or I mean, I just want to say this because I really feel like it is possible to have like a deep relationship with something even after it's like gone. So maybe you can feel like just as close to someone after they pass. Like they might not be like physically here, but you can still like have that relationship with them and just feel supported, you know? So it might seem like it's the worst thing ever, but like as long as you remember to keep them like alive with you, it doesn't have to be so horrible. Moving on. So our focus, where we should be focusing our energy, is clearly interdependence and how our participation in things like our lives matters, like how we show up affects others. And if there's somebody like in your life that maybe might need you around, you have the power to be that person for them and kind of provide whatever they might need. Or if you got little pets, you let them out for a while, you know? Give them some fresh air and some grass, some greenery. Just like think about ways that you can be helpful to other people. Or just like, I don't know. What is your role on this planet? You know, I mean, that sounds broad, but like what impact do you have wherever you are? You might maybe consider that right now, because it might be bigger than you think. And even if like things feel like crap right now, like you're still making a difference by being you, doing what you do, man. Yeah, I'm just thinking like as much as other things affect you, you also like affect everything else. So it's very important to consider how you be. So yeah, I'm gonna just move on again because I'm feeling like that was pretty straightforward there. And so for encouragement, we got this cycles card and the glitch. So I take this whole glitch as like an interruption into like the same old, how you be responding. If you would normally like react a certain way and it doesn't really go well for you, maybe you could try something different. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example that ties into like what I was talking about with my dad. Okay, I got an example now. So, with my dad, his eating habits have obviously like caused his like sickness. And so this kind of ties in this whole like dream disguised as a nightmare thing. Like it seems like, I mean, it is a horrible situation, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's just horrible seeing like anybody you care about like kind of just like deteriorate before you. But like, it's not just that I'm seeing. It's like, it's illuminating for me like things that I need to do to break like family cycles, like things that have really led to like my dad ended up the way he did. Like my mom's mom, or I guess my grandma, I didn't know her really, but like she died of congestive heart failure. So it's kind of like it's been this like thing that's stuck in the family, you know. So we obviously got some problems, but I mean, I can, like, seeing how it's happened to them, I can make different decisions to like interrupt these cycles. So I guess that's kind of like the, I don't want to say like the good part of it, because I mean it's never good. But I don't want to say the bright side either, because we ain't gotta be like positive and negative. It's just showing like a different opportunity for another outcome. Like maybe I don't have to die of like congestive heart failure or diabetes, kidney failure after I see him do it, because I've seen what it can do and I can like choose to be different. And just think about how my actions affect me and everybody around me, because like that's one thing that has really frustrated me with my dad, because he doesn't really consider, or it seems like, I don't know what he's thinking about because I'm not him, but like it seems like he doesn't consider what him being sick is doing to us, like his kids, because he just has his own like way about things. He's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, I'm not gonna follow the doctor's orders, not gonna like cooperate. So it's really showing me like how much it matters, like being thoughtful and caring about yourself, because like I think that's a big issue that my family has had, is just like not valuing themselves enough to like take care of themselves. And like eating is kind of like a coping mechanism. Like even for me, like I've realized that I do that, but it's like when it's all you know, it's kind of just like your go-to. So kind of need some little glitches in the system, you know, to help you make a different decision and have a different outcome, because otherwise it's just gonna keep repeating, and that's no good. So I don't know. I'm just getting a lot that this reading is about like appreciating like whatever is happening in your life, because it's kind of bringing out other things. Like it's bringing about like changes, you know what I'm saying? That's the constant is change, so just roll with it.